Hey everyone, it's Ethan, the Executive Director here at Brigade-Radio-One. As many of you know, we produce a lot of radio content with people like Director Michael Lang of Bones and X-Files, Director Steve Surgic of Lost in Space, Daredevil, Luke Cage. We work with a lot of producers as well, from Cindy Caponera of Shameless to Jason Schumann of Role Models to Eric Linus Kaplan of Futurama and Big Bang Theory. What we need is partnership. Go to patreon.com/Brigade-Radio-One. Become a partner today. Score yourself some concert tickets, VIP access, behind-the-scenes footage, and all kinds of other craziness. Get involved, become a partner. Help us not only deliver great radio content, but also help make the world a better place. Go to patreon.com/Brigade-Radio-One. You're listening to Brigade Radio 1. Welcome back. Steve Blum is in studio with us. Segment number 1. The man you know, he's the voice of Wolverine and hundreds of other things. Star Wars Rebels, which just ended its 4-year run, tragically.
Yes.
And obviously everything else. I mean, you're every third character in the world of animation. It seems like you and Roger Craig Smith are literally 72% of the world's animated heroes. David Nichols is with us. You know him as the producer of Evening Shade, and I always miscredit him as Dharma and Greg, but what is it? What's the other? God, we were on so many shows.
Hearts of Fire.
Hearts of Fire.
Caroline the City. One. Grace Under Fire.
Okay, now you're just bragging.
Oh, okay.
Right.
I'll shut up.
I wanted one credit, Nichols. One.
All right.
One credit. Not 5 or 6 great credits.
I'm not sure that constitutes bragging, but
yeah.
But I'm glad to be here. I'm glad to be anywhere.
Yes, thank you. Well, we have a lot of love for you, Nichols. And then, of course, we've been waiting to do this because what I'm holding in my hand is basically the Bible to modern rock, actually. Maybe the coolest CD we've seen in, well, the last 10 years. I mean, this is the kind of thing that Robert Plant's been trying to get a pirate copy of for years. Dizzy Reed is in studio taking a break. Is it a break from Guns N' Roses, or you're going back out, right?
We're going back out. It's not the Bible, by the way. It's Rock and Roll for Dummies.
Rock and Roll for Dummies. The new album, actually. I'm holding it. And just knowing, just Rock and Roll Ain't Easy's the title. It's actually kind of emotional to hold this because this has been a long road for you. I mean, this goes back to conversations we had a few years ago.
Yeah, yes, it does.
I remember seeing you. You were gracious enough to be like, I'm going to test fire some stuff at the Whiskey, and you had us down for kind of what seemed like one of those real cool, almost secret shows.
Yeah.
And was that the one with the dude from Wasp on guitar that you came into the studio with once?
That was Mike Dudai. He's the bass player for Wasp, yeah.
You know too many cool people, Diz.
I do. We just went golfing yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot that's how you like to spend your time, right? I remember
I try.
I was asking you when you were on the road with Kiss, when you were with the Dead Daisies, and I was like, what do you guys do backstage? And you're like, we just take a lot of naps, basically.
Yeah. A lot of nap time. Actually, there's on the Dead Daisies
you rock
website,
and rollers.
on the website, the Dead Daisies website, there's you can click on it's Dizzy's Gallery of Sleep. I'm not kidding. It's awesome. So a bunch of pictures of me taking naps.
That actually is
everywhere.
awesome. And your lovely wife is in studio. We've missed her too, Nadia. Good to have you back. It's, we need to have you guys around more often now that you know where our new studio is based here at Universal.
You're not going to be able to get rid of us.
Good. Well, I'm just actually proud to see this, man, because I always thought the music was pretty awesome. And I remember talking to Marco Mendoza for the audience. He was the bass player of Whitesnake and Thin Lizzy, and I remember he and I would talk about how great these songs were. Like he was like, God, I love Diz. Where's that album? Those songs are great. And we would just commiserate about, and then he'd be like, well, I've got this thing I do. It's called Guns N' Roses. I'm a little busy.
I think I was doing the Dead Daisies at the time, actually.
Wait, let me get that down. Guns and
yeah, he's writing it down.
Okay.
Some sort of band with guns and flowers in it.
That'll never work.
It might catch on at some point.
I mean, the question everybody's asking, first of all, the obvious question would be, where can people get this to hear this right now?
It is available digitally worldwide, so I think there's iTunes.
See, the boss knows over there.
Yes, I look to her for all the answers.
Right. No, I'm the same way with my wife. She has to keep. So
actually,
iTunes.
My parents they couldn't get over the fact that I was on iTunes.
Was that like a big breakthrough for them?
That was a big thing. I'm like, I didn't even know you guys knew what iTunes was. That's pretty cool.
It's so funny because whenever I see my mom, she goes, "What is it you do again?"
Yeah.
Like she can't even kind of like figure it out. She's like, "You talk?" Anyway, so iTunes is the place to go. Are there? I mean, well, of course, I want to know the obvious. Like, where's the kickoff party, and where are you going to be doing dates out here?
Well, we'd like to.
Yeah.
It helps. It helps to do dates to show to get the music to the people. But we haven't scheduled anything yet, but we are going to, and as soon as we do, I'll let you know.
Yeah.
Actually, I'll let you know before I do, probably.
Okay. Well, I mean, I just want to support it. And, you know, we were talking about you the other night. Here, I'm doing a broadcast at the Canyon Club. You know, we started our partnership with them. And I'm there, and Mars from the Psychedelic Furs.
Oh, yeah, Mars.
Yeah,
he plays on there?
Shut up.
He's on 2 songs. He's on the title track, Rock and Roll Ain't Easy, and he's also on a song called I Celebrate, and he's amazing.
Super awesome sax guy. Well, the funny thing about it is Psychedelic Furs had just did their sound check, and we're setting up to do the radio broadcast, and I'm just asking our crew, like, I'm going to go up to Starbucks about 40 yards up the mall. The Canyon Club's in the mall, and I'm like, do you want coffee? And they overheard. Mars was kind of walking out, and I'm like, well, you know, I do the polite thing. Do you guys want coffee too? And they were like, well, we've been on a tour bus, so we'll walk with you. So it's like this surreal moment where you're walking with like these, like the Psychedelic Furs in like your mall, and I'm like, I know the Canyon Country has been on your travel destination list for a long time, and here's our Hallmark store, and here's the Gap, and I'm like walking up to the Starbucks with them, and they're just so glad to be walking around, and then I go, somehow you came up, and he goes, oh, Dizzy used to play keyboards for us in the Psychedelic Furs, and I go, I remember you said that, yeah. So I thought that, and you know, he was like, God, I love that guy.
You know, there was a time when if you came walking into town with the Psychedelic Furs, you were asking for trouble.
Really?
Sure, man.
What kind of trouble would you get into?
Oh, you know, they had a lot of fun.
Did they?
Yeah.
Did they?
Yeah, before my time with them.
Come on, you don't.
Oh, dude,
I know your wife's in studio.
They are legendary.
Are they? They're legendary? You know, it's so funny because they're like these sophisticated British gentlemen. I mean, they all got their blazers on and they're walking around, and I'm like,
those are the worst kind.
Yeah, they are.
Mars looks like trouble, but the others, like, they're like.
Actually, Richard Butler, he has some amazing stories. He really does.
I'm tempted to ask you what some of those stories may be, but it's like 6 degrees from Dizzy Reed in the rock and roll industry.
It could, yeah. You know, I guess if you stick around long enough, and if you're not a dick, that can happen.
Yeah. Well, you're one of the good guys. But no, he immediately lit up. He's like, Dizzy used to play keyboards in this band.
I did. It was a lot of fun too.
You know what it was? I might have mentioned your other band, Hookers and Blow. I think that came up.
Yeah.
Which is probably one of the all-time great titles for a band. I'm sure. You know, get a lot of church gigs with that.
We just did a tour in January. We toured the States. And we had our bus was wrapped. We got to show you a picture of the bus.
Wrapped in what? I'm almost afraid to ask.
It's pretty cool.
I have a theory.
We rolled through America on a bus.
Oh no! Any sentence that starts with "We rolled through America."
If you can describe that.
Yeah. Okay. That's a giant bus with a giant wrap that says "Hookers and Blow," but doesn't reference a music band at all, and got a couple lines of cocaine. Steve, why don't you take a look at that?
Oh my! I'm looking at it right now.
Well, it's our logo. It's written in cocaine font.
Yeah.
Wow.
Thank you.
Is that
and also advertises vodka on the side?
Yeah.
Right.
Is that ribbed for her pleasure also?
Well, I mean, if she can fit a bus.
You better subscribe to this channel before you look uncool.